Hello, good morning, class. Today we are going to talk about how culture affect leaders. One of the study about leadership behavior across country is GLOBE project. The GLOBE, Global Leadership and Organizational Behavior Effectiveness research program was founded by Robert House in 1991. You could find more details about GLOBE studies in their website www.globeproject.com. You could see their data from 2004 study and 2014 CEO study and the latest research in 2020. They are still doing this research towards leadership behavior across country. According to Globe Project, culture is defined as shared motives, values, beliefs, identities, and interpretation or meanings of significant events that result from common experiences of members of collectives that are transmitted across generations. And the Globe research team, they define leadership as the ability of an individual to influence, motivate, and enable others to contribute toward the effectiveness and success of the organization of which they are members. And they extended the concept of implicit leadership theory. The implicit leadership theory was first created by Lord and Maher in 1991 to the level of national culture. And the Globe Research Project, they hypothesize that members of different societies might have different expectations from their leaders, and that difference are influenced by their cultural values. And the Globe designed a questionnaire with 112 leader attributes and behavior items, which included a wide variety of traits, skills, behaviors, and abilities potentially relevant to leadership emergence and effectiveness. And the result of their research, the result of the research, they identified 6 global leadership dimensions. The first one is charismatic or value-based leaderships. It means the ability of the leaders to inspire, motivate, and expect high performance outcomes from others based on firmly held core values. This leadership style includes 6 primary leadership dimensions. The first one, visionary. The second one, inspirational. The third one, self-sacrifice. The fourth one, integrity. The fifth one, decisive. And the last one, performance-oriented. So it means that the leader that have charismatic or value-based leadership style, they have these 6 leadership attributes. They are visionary and they can inspire their team. They are willing to sacrifice themselves, and they have very good integrity. And in terms of decision making process, they are decisive and they are performance oriented. That are the traits of charismatic or value based leaderships. The second one is team oriented leaderships. The leader that have high score in this trait, they emphasizes in effective team building, and they implement a common purpose or a goal among the team members. Usually, the leaders that have high team oriented leadership score, they have 5 traits. The first one is collaborative team orientation. The second one is team integrator. The third one, diplomatic. The fourth one, malevolent. And the last one, they are administratively competent. The next leadership style, according to Glow, is participative leadership. It means that the leaders that have high score in this dimension, they involve others in making and implementing decisions. Usually, they have two traits, two primary participative leadership dimensions, such as non-participative and autocratic. The next one is human-oriented leaderships. The leaders that have high score in this category means that they are supportive and considerate leaders, and what it means is that they compassionate and generous towards their subordinates. And these leadership dimensions includes two primary leadership dimensions, such as modesty and human orientation. The next one is autonomous leaderships. The leaders that have high score in autonomous leadership, it means that they have high independent and individualistic leadership attributes. This leadership style is measured by a single primary leadership dimension labeled as autonomous leaderships, consisting of individualistic leadership behavior, independence, autonomous, and unique attributes. And the last one is self-protective leaderships. The leaders that have high score in this dimension, they are focusing on ensuring the safety and security of the individual, of the leader itself, and the group, if they are agree with what the leader said, through status enhancement and face saving. It means that the leaders are willing to sacrifice their subordinates if they are making a mistake in order to save the face of the leaders. And this category, this self-protective leadership dimension, includes 5 attributes such as self-centered. So the leaders usually they are more self-centered and status conscious. It means that the leaders, they put more emphasis on status and conflict inducer, face saver, and procedural. In this table, actually, this table is quite outdated. You can find a new one in their website in the www.globeproject.com. This slide that you are seeing right now is a little bit outdated, so you need to find the new one. Based on the Globe studies, Eastern Europe leadership profile, the top 2 is autonomous and self-protective leaderships. It means that the leaders from Eastern European cluster, so what it means by Eastern European cluster is that here you can see the country clusters according to Globe. So let's see Eastern European. Yes, as you can read in the slide, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 countries that are categorized into Eastern European clusters. And there is also Middle East clusters, Confucian Asia, Southern Asia, Latin America, Nordic Europe, Anglo, Germanic Europe, Latin Europe, and Sub-Saharan Africa. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 country clusters according to globe. Let's go back to the data. Okay, so the Eastern European cluster, usually their leaders have high score in autonomous and self-protective leadership, while the leaders from Latin America, they have high score in charismatic, team-oriented, and self-protective leadership style. And the leaders from Latin Europe, they have high scores in charismatic leadership or value-based leadership. And the leaders from Confucian Asia clusters, they have high score in self-protective leadership and team-oriented leadership. The leaders from Nordic Europe, they have high score in charismatic and participative leadership. The leaders from Anglo also have high score in charismatic, participative, and human-oriented leadership. The leaders from Sub-Saharan Africa, they have high score in human-oriented leadership. And the leaders from Southern Asia, they have high score in self-protective leadership. The leaders from Germanic Europe clusters, they have high score in autonomous leadership. And the leaders from Middle East, they have high score in self-protective leadership. Okay, that's all from today's lesson. Hope you understand, and you can include this globe leadership dimension in your midterm exam. Thank you. Stay healthy, stay safe.